Now, one of the problems I always have is like finding out how to start shows, whether it be like a podcast or doing stand up. So one thing that always like is a big obstacle for me is like getting started. But like every time I watch you do stand up, like you got one of the coolest and funniest opening lines whenever you go on stage.
Yeah.
So what so what I want to know is like where the fuck did that come from?
Man, I don't even know, man. I think just I don't know. When I first started, like I would just man, I that was like a big thing for me. Like I wouldn't really know how to start. Like I was like, should I just jump into a joke? Should I have like something to, I don't know, lubricate this crowd up somehow? Or I don't know, man. I just honestly I don't know. I probably had like 2 or 3 whiskey shots, and I was like, I'm just call everybody in the crowd cute, and that was it. Yeah,
Like if for the people listening who don't know, your opening line is what the fuck is
yeah,
up?
yeah. I say that mostly all the time, unless like nobody's listening, then I'll just I don't know talk shit about somebody who was talking shit about me earlier.
Yeah. And and like the when you said that like when nobody's listening, I think that's like one of the problems we have, especially at open mics here in Houston. Like
Yeah.
you start a show and it's mainly just people. Like I was at Jive yesterday, and
Mm,
that was the big issue I have. I couldn't like get my set like full. I couldn't fully work on my set because the crowd was like not paying attention at all, and I'm like halfway
yeah.
through it. Not only that, it was like getting like we're like paying less and less attention as the like I'm at minute 2, minute 3, and like it got worse because and I needed the crowd to work because I needed the crowd to pay attention because like like that awkward situation happened where you say like the punchline of a joke and it's like so fucked up that they just pay attention to the last part.
Mm,
Like I think I said like I told a rape joke, which is not as like it's not as bad as it sounds right now. I'm not gonna tell it because I'm still working on it, but if you listen to the whole joke, it's not as bad as the ending made the whole thing sound.
you're right, right.
Yeah. So
Yeah,
like,
yeah. No,
go ahead.
go ahead.
Yeah, well, like but that's the issue. Like when audiences don't pay attention, and that's what I like. Like what you do is like when you come on, like, and me and Nate talked about this last week. Is that you always gravitate people towards you that they do pay attention when you go on.
Yeah, yeah. I feel like at some mics, especially just like when all our buddies are around, y'all were talking about in the last podcast how like we're all pretty supportive of each other, and like I think we're all excited to like see the next person go up on stage, and yeah, I don't know. That's how I feel. Like I'm excited to see like my friends too, But yeah, I guess just like me being absurd and just like saying just ridiculous things up there, or even like just coming up there with like crazy energy, would definitely like get people to pay attention, And sometimes, people don't want to hear it though. Sometimes like people are like, why is this guy screaming, or why the fuck is why is he just being so extra? Like I was at the secret group last night, man, and those actually like I saw this comic, man. I think he's from Austin. I wish I could remember his name, but I was watching the show before the open mic, and this guy had like a completely opposite style to like what I do. It was like real like calm and just like well written, like witty, like dark shit. And I was just like, man, I wish I could do that. Like, because I feel like I lean towards just like high energy stuff, just because maybe like my writing isn't really there yet. But yeah, I don't know. I was just watching. I was like, dude, that made me pay attention to him, and he was just real, like monotone.
Yeah. In Houston, I think the only thing that works on the audience is well, at the open mics mainly, not the shows, but at the open mics is that you need high energy, or else nobody's gonna like pay attention to you, and that's a lesson I had to learn the hard way.
Yeah, yeah, for sure. Yeah. How was it your first time going to Jive yesterday?
No, it's like my second time probably. I'm trying
Yeah.
to like go more often. Like I said, I took a hiatus recently, and so I'm
Mhm.
starting to like pick back up again. And it's like it's weird because every time you take even just 1 week off of doing stand up, like your rhythm is all fucked up when you come back.
Yeah. Yeah, I feel like just like anything, yeah, just like anything you do, you take some time off, like your rhythm, your timing, even your comfortability of being up on stage is just a little bit off. I remember I used to be like terrified, dude. I remember some of the first open mics I was going to was they used to have mics at the Houston Improv, and it's like a big stage. You see like fucking like famous comedians perform there, and it's just a super cool room. And I remember like going up there and just being terrified. Like, I mean, I didn't know anyone. It was like unknown territory. I was just pretty much bombing every time I'd go. Uh, but I was just every time, dude, I was like shaking. I was like shaking my car, dude. Like it was so terrifying. And then now it's just like just part of the routine. Like I still get really nervous, especially like right before going up. I was like, man, this could go really bad, or it could go well. Let's pray and hope it goes well. But um, yeah, man, I feel like just the more you do it, it just kind of becomes routine. It's kind of like muscle memory, I guess.
Yeah, it does become routine. It's like it reminds me back like when I was going to high school or like back to school in general, and like you there's like a period in time where like you're doing all your schoolwork and you're all caught up, but then you take that 3 day weekend, you come back and you're not in the mood to do shit.
Yeah, yeah, exactly, man. You used to I was looking at your Instagram. You played football, right?
Yeah, I used to play.
How long did you play football?
I played for like 6 years from seventh grade to my senior year, and like I
Oh,
try to
okay.
keep playing. I try to keep playing after high school, but like it just didn't work out.
Yeah, yeah. Well, so you got like a mentality for just kind of like I mean, just like grinding it out. Like knowing what good days and what bad days look like.
Well, yeah,
So you can
I
kind
have
of
a yeah. I always had that like in me. Plus, in like in the locker room, I was always like the remember my senior year, and like as I'm telling this, hey, can you do me a favor and turn like your phone vertical? Because for some reason it's not turning.
oh yeah,
So
hold it.
yeah, yeah.
Shit.
So as on like like what I was saying is like my senior year, my coach told me like because I was like the third string Z receiver, and like and they told me, and my coach, my offensive coordinator told me like, hey Z, like man, you're probably not gonna play a lot this year, and like it's not like fun at practice having you take this like super serious and all that. So can you like I'm gonna need you to like just have fun this season because you're not gonna like you're probably not gonna play a lot. The two guys in front of you are like are track state champions. So like the best situation for you is to like just have fun. Make sure like you up the morale of your teammates. So and I mean I've always been like that, which is like I've been considering doing. I've been like this month is already a year of me doing stand up, but I've been wanting to do it probably since I was like 10, 12 years old,
Mm.
somewhere around that range.
Do you remember what did you uh what did you see, or like what was there like a comedian that you saw that you're like, man, I want to try that out?
Holy shit! Like here's what's fucked up. Like when I was like when I was first watching like specials, and I was watching all black comedians. So
Yeah.
that's really I was really starting to that really started to influence me, and I started to like walk and talk like them. The first
Mm.
like first special I ever watched was Eddie Griffin's. You could tell him I said it back in 2011, which is like fucking hilarious. And like, and I just remember the feeling as I was watching Eddie Griffin, like how hard I was laughing. It was like from that day on, I was like, I want to have this feeling all the time.
Yeah.
I knew that's for sure. I want to like laugh like this. Then I started watching fucking DL Hughley, Cat Williams, my when I was in high school, like around my probably my sophomore year, uh I illegally downloaded the original Kingston comedy on my school laptop. I'm okay. Like that was the type of shit I was on, and I always wanted to do it. And I considered doing stand up for like a variety show or a talent show they had like my senior year. I was like, I should do it, but then I got like fucking lazy, didn't do it. Then like that, like later on, when I did stand up for the first time, and I thought I regretted it not doing it that year. But then when I did stand up for the first time, like last year, last December, I realized, shit, I was not gonna walk up on the stage in front of the whole school and do like the shit I thought I was that I thought was funny.
Mm.
Yeah, that's a humbling experience too. Like when you go on stage, when you work on your material, you find out the shit you thought is funny isn't actually funny. Like I
Oh
don't know,
yeah.
like you do stand up for the like the first time, or you try material for the first time. That's when you find out it's not funny.
Yeah, yeah. Even like if you're like continuing to like evolve as a comic, like, the things you were doing 6 months ago, you might not even like anymore. Or you may like end up like refining them into like something totally different, and yeah, man. Yeah. I feel like, my first like 5 minutes were I don't even do those anymore because they were just like these. I don't know. They weren't good stories. They were just all stories. I'm like, I'm gonna be a storyteller. Like that's what I want to be. And I don't think I was, starting off. I don't think I didn't have the skills to like punch up a story to make it interesting to keep people's like attention on me. I just had these fucking funny stories, but on stage they didn't translate that well, or at
Yeah,
least I didn't know how.
yeah, you
But yeah,
notice that like doing stand up, like you grow up very very fast because I like if I look at like a set list and punchlines, like jokes and stuff I written down. I was like 3 months ago, which is not that long ago, and I'm like, why the fuck did I think this shit was funny? It's like what
yeah.
the like this I ain't shit for writing this shit. No wonder it didn't work out. Like
Oh
you ever
yeah.
have that? Like you realize like wait, this is not that long ago, and I realized this shit is not as funny as I thought it was.
Oh yeah, dude. All the time. Sometimes I'll like try a new joke out or something. I'm like, I don't know why I thought this would be a good idea. But I did hear from like a more experienced comedian one time. Like he asked me, he asked me what I was working on, and I just like ran a premise by him, and he just kind of looked at me with like a blank face, and I was like, oh man, fuck it. I guess I'll just scrap it. He's like, no man. He's like, don't scrap it. He's like, just put it down for a little bit, and whenever you think you're a better comedian, a better writer, then come back to it. He's like, maybe you will have to throw it away, but maybe not. So that kind of made me think like, okay, well, any idea could eventually end up having legs. Just you have to like build up the skills for it,
Yeah,
which
like
stage time.
I like yeah, I noticed that like you have like old jokes, like let's say from 6 months ago, then you like you're doing open mics for a couple months, you get better and better. Then you go back and like you find a way like to better execute that joke.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Or where it fits in your in your set, or you know, but in what rooms it'll work in, what rooms it won't. But yeah, no, man, I love doing stand up comedy, man. I honestly didn't think I'd like enjoy doing it this much, just because I don't know. At one point, I was just like looking for an outlet. I was like, man, I don't know what I want to do. Like, I was like, I tried out like improv comedy, um, which is still fun. Just like the theater I was going to like closed down for a while. I think they're opening back up soon. But I was doing that, and then I was like, maybe I should try stand up comedy too. And I was just kind of doing it like, man, I was doing it like once or twice a month when I first started. Like, I didn't really take it that serious, and then now I'm just like in love with it, dude. Like I'm in love with just like the process. Just seeing my buddies, man, seeing all my good friends, all the fucking. I always look forward to seeing them, man. Like they just hanging out, like roasting each other, um, just fucking having a good time, man. I never thought I'd enjoy it that much.
See, like, and I'm gonna put your feet to the fire a little bit. Like, is it one what stand up with like one of those things that you start to like actually once you figure it out, you were pretty good at it, or did you like you go through? Did you struggle but still find a way to like it?
Um, I think, yeah, I was like through the struggle, I guess. Like, I think, I don't know, just like that cliche shit, like anything worth doing is always going to be fucking difficult. Um, Cause like stand up hurts, man. I mean, like there's some nights it's oh god, like nobody shows up. You know, it's just all comics, or you have a show and I don't know, man. There's man, my family saw me at a show one time, and oh god, that was like the worst I've ever done. You know, and that was like the worst I've ever felt getting on stage. You know, and yeah, man, I don't know. They're just painful nights, but I think like the highs outweigh the lows for sure. Like whenever you're in a room and it's just like, oh man, like that was like an out of body experience. I can't believe like that was me, or you know, people actually paid attention or enjoyed my stuff, and it just feels good, man. Yeah, yeah. So I think like through the fucking struggle, and then you know, seeing like, oh, okay, I could have a good night here, and then you know, eventually, I think like the more you do it, the better you get at it. You're like less probable to do bad. Like you know, even if you're good, it's a roll of the dice, man. Every night, you never know what's gonna happen. Which I think I love that. I love. It almost feels like we're gambling. It's just like tonight's the night, man. Tonight's the night, and then maybe you lose, you know, and then maybe sometimes you win. Yeah.
Yeah. I like what you said, like when while doing improv. Like, because while you were doing improv, did you think like you will be able to do stand up no problem, or and then you get that humbling experience of like what's truly funny, or did you like face it knowing it was good, like knowing it was going to be difficult?
I for sure knew it was gonna be like. I think they could complement each other. Like if you're good at one, I think some of the things could apply to another one. I mean, like just even like being on stage alone, or even public speaking. Like I think that's just a big fear for everybody, and I was afraid of that. Like I'm still a pretty like timid person. If you don't know me, you know I'm not really like outgoing in that way where I'm gonna be making connections and talking to people that I don't know that well. But improv helped me do that. Improv helped me just realize that kind of uh you can talk to people, you can branch out, you can get out of your comfort zone. You know, just having like some bright lights on you and performing and saying what you want to say, and kind of not folding under that pressure. I feel like that kind of helped me with stand up. But stand up is like, I think like totally different though. I mean, you're up there by yourself. You know, you got 5 minutes to try and make people laugh. So we're like improv is kind of, you know, sometimes you have like a 25-30 minute set with a group of people. You know, I mean, of course it's divided. You're not up there the whole time, but uh yeah. No, I knew it was gonna be difficult though. Just because I wasn't used to joke writing, or just being by myself on the stage.
Mm. I always like it when we're at an open mic and this happens. Like there's either a theater student, some girl that writes poetry, and
Yeah.
she thinks she could like, and she's like looking and being very dismissive and like participating for some fucking reason, and then she like decides to like do it, and then she gets that experience of doing stand up, like the finding out the shit you think is funny your whole life is not as funny as you thought it was.
Oh yeah. Yeah, man. Nah, it's a humbling experience, man. I think that's why I like those mics where there's like it's like a poetry, musician, uh, you know, storytelling and comedy open mic. Like it's it's interesting just to see with like how how comics will just kind of like walk the line or even pass it, you know, as to like opposed to maybe other mediums where they aren't saying these I don't know what some people think are called offensive, but we're just up there being funny or trying to be funny.
Imagine going to those like open mics with poetry and music and like acoustic guitars people bringing, and they do this shit, fucking stand instead
Like,
of clapping, and then you're
yeah.
like just like saying you're funny, like like I'm just imagining you doing your set, and like people at the end just like when it doesn't when it doesn't fit at all.
Yeah, man, for sure. Yeah, no, man. Yeah. I think the person I would love to see like at a mic like that is Michael Mondragon, bro. Like I love his style. The motherfucker's funny as hell. Good friend too. But I've seen like I've seen him like kill, and like I'll look over at a I remember like this moment we're at like damn, where we were at. I think we were like at Darwin's or something. I don't know. There was some lady watching, and he was like killing. He was doing really good. And whenever he would like finish a joke, this lady was just like making the craziest face gestures. Like she was like so disgusted by it, and that shit was hilarious, man. I can't even imagine like what that would be like at one of those poetry open mics or anything like that. That shit would be fucking funny, man.
I'm imagining just Michael going through, and my like Michael, the way Michael writes his jokes is perfect for a quiet room.
Oh yeah.
and like him just getting to his punchlines and just like the awkwardness I could like we all feel, and the only one will be laughing is the motherfuckers that came with him.
Dude, that dude's good, man.
So like, how do you feel is the fastest way to grow? Like, what is your like idea of success, and like, what do you think is like the way to get there, like for you personally?
Man, I think just putting in the time, like really, I think it's just putting in the time, man. Just going to mics, writing a lot. Even like making connections with other people too. I think that's like a big part of it as well. Like, of course, like being genuine, like, you're not trying to like snake your way into places, but yeah, I think just being cool, just being cool with people. Man, I don't know. That's something I've been thinking about recently. I'm just like, man, what is like the route to success? Like, is it recording your sets a little bit more? And
like, how can this become a career from what we're doing now?
Right. Yeah. That's what I've been thinking about. Like, am I always hoping for, I don't know, the right person at the right time to be in the room with me to like notice like, oh, okay, I like your set. Hey, do you want to be on the show? Or like, do you want to make it more, I feel like you have to make yourself more accessible, like using social media as a tool, which I'm not good at, but I think, yeah, man, probably just like posting like quality clips. I know there's like a couple comics in town who have gotten noticed that way, and they'll like open up for like, big acts and stuff. And I feel like that's like a great way to just spread out, like that way, not only are 30 people in a room watching you, now you possibly reached a couple thousand,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, me and Nate talked about this last week, because like maybe the fastest way to like success is to find a way to go viral. And like, I don't mean like millions and millions. I mean like couple hundred. Like, maybe if we get to 100,000, then we go like to do a show all over Houston, do a show Houston, Austin, like anywhere in this area, and like maybe we get some like actual clout and some notoriety.
Yeah. Yeah. No, I think that's yeah, man. I mean, you can't go wrong with that. I think that's yeah, you just reach so many more people that way.
Yeah, and like in a way, like, and I don't feel good doing this sometimes because I feel like it's me, but like I like, how can I make this as much like me as possible? Like, how can I make, if I make this little sketch for like for a video, like how can I make this like so like me? Because I like doing stand-up, bro, strictly. Like,
Yeah.
I'm not into like that improv or that theater or that any of that acting stuff,
Mm.
but like I'm willing to do that in order to like expand, because I don't know, like maybe it could be good, maybe it could be bad. Like could it become like a situation like Dave Chappelle, who was like writing sketches like who were like super hilarious, like probably one of the greatest sketch shows of all time, and just like leave it because you want to do stand up.
Yeah. Yeah, man. I think like yeah, I think like adding those tools like to your toolbox can definitely be helpful. Even if, man, I remember I took these acting classes like a couple months back, I don't know. I just wanted to do something different. And man, I was like way out of my comfort zone. Like to me, that was weird. Like kind of being in front of the camera all the time. Um, playing a character that isn't something that I made up. It's something that somebody else thought of, and they're like, "Hey, I think you'd be a good fit for this character," which is fun. I love playing fucking make believe. That's cool. Um, but I was like just way out of my comfort zone. But I feel like it did help with kind of like a lot of things, like just with the facial gestures I make, or even like the things that I do. I was more aware of the things that I do when I'm uncomfortable. I was like, oh, I'll put my head down here. Like I'll start laughing if I'm like nervous or that kind of thing. But yeah, no, I think that stuff can be helpful for sure.
Yeah. Like, would you do something like write a movie or write for a movie or some shit like that, a script or even like I know this is like pretty far down the line we're talking about, but like do you ever have like ideas like that?
Like writing a movie or anything like that.
Yeah, like making the movie, writing a movie, do like anything that requires like a short film or something like that.
Yeah, yeah, man. I'm like a big Jordan Peele fan, bro. Like I love him. I love that he had like a comedic brain, but now he's kind of like somebody who make I I really like I just really love horror and shit, and I feel like he's kind of I don't know what the right word is, kind of like redefining what modern day horror is. And
Yeah.
man, I love that. That's like real inspiring. And yeah, no, I've thought about it before. I've thought about
Yeah.
it before, like later on down the line. Yeah. Or yeah. No, I think that'd be cool, man. I think like film is probably like to me, that's like every art medium put into one. That's like, you know, visuals, writing, acting, music. Like it's kind of everything all into one. I feel like it's kind of when it comes out good, it's like a masterpiece.
Yeah, when I think about stuff like that, I don't want to make a movie because like I like to have like creative control, and if that makes sense, like I would like every bit of this movie to come out exactly how I think of it. And like it's hard to do that. Like unless you're like Quentin Tarantino, who's fucking amazing. Like
Yeah.
like it's hard to like do that, especially become successful doing that. Because like when Quentin Tarantino like first started out, I can't imagine that like other people were like, hey, this is some good stuff. No, but like people were probably like this shit is ridiculous. It's not even in order. It was like, the fuck is wrong with the editing? But yeah,
And then now
like
it's legendary.
yeah, it's legendary, and that's why what I like about Jordan Peele is like Get Out. Like I hate horror movies in general. Like I can't stand them. But like Get Out, it has to be like one of my favorite my favorite horror movie. I feel like that's a horror movie that's done right, because that's one thing that I can enjoy watching.
Yeah. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. No, I think it's not like a typical, slasher film or kind of like having those kind of cliche like played out, like fucking 16s in a house and there's some crazy guy outside trying to kill him. Like it's actually, yeah, it's different. I wish I was more articulate to try to explain why I love Get Out, but yeah, or why I love Jordan Peele. But yeah, no, he's cool.
Yeah. You don't want to be like the guy who goes for horror movies, then like you don't make it. Now you're one of the actors working at haunted houses, working like 1 month a year.
Hell yeah.
That's another. I hate that shit, bro. I hate like the fucked up people that have to work at haunted houses. Like that's why I don't go to haunted houses, bro. I'm gonna pick a stick up and beat the fuck out of one of those people if I go in there, because like I can't handle it, bro. I work at a shoe store right now. Probably a week and a half ago, some fucking kid walks in there with a clown mask on. It's not even fucking. It's nowhere. It's November. It's late November. It's not nowhere near fucking Halloween. One kid had a clown mask, and I had to tell my manager, look, I have to go in the back while this kid is fucking right here, because I'm gonna punch him in the fucking face if he walks
Yeah.
like near me. I swear, because I got chorophobia, like a phobia of clowns. So like
Wait, what is it? What's it called?
chorophobia, chlorophobia, something like
Yeah,
that.
I didn't even know there was a name for it. That's great. Of course there is, though, but yeah.
Like it's a phobia of clowns, and like I even remember there was like a police there. There was like a cop there outside, and I asked him like, officer, let's say I have this phobia of clowns, and there's this like little kid with a clown mask in there. Can I punch him in the face and plead self defense if he walks up behind me? Because like it was this little asshole Mexican kid, which really pissed me off even more. Just walking around like everything's normal with a fucking like clown mask on. That like that's a hood covering his whole head, but like the face is a mask. And like I swear to God, if this kid walks, I'm break his like I'm a knock the paint off that mask. But
Yeah. Yeah, I remember like I forgot what year it was that there was just a whole bunch of clowns everywhere. I thought it was just like an internet thing, but I used to go to this park all the time. I was walking my dog, and it was kind of like a wooded area. And I saw a clown walk into the wooded area where like I used to hang out. Like I would just let my dog loose and shit just run around. But yeah, I saw a fucking clown there, dude. I'm not afraid of clowns, but I mean, if some guys with like a whole clown get up during the day at a park and he had a knife, like I don't know what would happen. Yeah.
yeah.
So those, yeah, man. I don't know.
What I enjoyed during that, I think it was like 2016, where like a bunch of people started like dressing up as clowns and fucking with people. Um, and like what I enjoy seeing is like going on YouTube and watching the fucked up videos where like they're like a bunch of guys from the hood are in the car, then they like all get out and chase him with fucking bats and shit.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like,
No, clowns got fucked up that year.
yeah, that was satisfying to watch. See these people fucking you trying to scare people now you're gonna get your ass kicked.
Mm.
But uh, yeah, I swear to God, I will kill a clown. Don't fuck with me. I will run it over. Don't try and get in front of my car trying to do some sexy scary shit. But anyways, uh, what else? But yeah, like that like the way I think about it, like the way to be successful, like doing comedy is like maybe it's like the notoriety like we have to achieve first, because like the more people know you, the more people watch you, and like people watching you is like the goal. The people
Mm.
people watching you and laughing. But like I don't know, like I'm thinking like like I changed my major and I'm going to school this spring, and I'm becoming I want to become a theater major,
Mm.
I guess. So there's that. Plus like the way it happened was like I was at my advisor's office and like trying to choose my classes, and I told her like I want to be a coach, so I think I want to do kinesiology. And then like she fucking told me like in order to be a coach you're gonna have to also be a teacher, so you're gonna have to major in something you could teach, either math, science, history, whatever. I was like, I ain't good at none of that shit. Like it's my third year in college and I'm still a freshman. Like I don't know if you haven't picked up yet, but I'm having a hard time right now. And like I'm just sad. And I was like, and like my the advisor just looking at me. I don't know what to tell you. And I was like, and then like it just occurred to me, and I was like, what if I mean I do stand up and I'm in the Houston comedy scene. Like, what if I take a theater class and try to become a theater teacher at a high school? I was like, and then she was like, oh, that's actually a good idea. So like, I contacted like I don't know what are the theater teachers like, professors? Do you still call them professors in college? Like I don't fucking know. So I contacted whoever runs the program, and like I was like, yeah, I considered it. And like the way I'm thinking is like I could get like some skills, some like probably learn how to do sketches, learn how to write scripts, whatever. And like maybe I could like expand on that, because that's what I'm thinking about doing. Like I said, going on social media, doing sketches, and trying to be more known.
Yeah. Yeah, and I think that's a good move, man. I mean, especially, I think yeah, I think with like theater stuff, I think you're definitely gonna have to be doing like some improv stuff in theater too. Um, I think there's yeah, I know a couple theater majors. Yeah, yeah, they're cool. They're definitely got some good skills in their in their repertoire. That was a big word for me, dude. That hurt my
You've been
head.
struggling. You've been struggling to find that word since the beginning of that sentence. But yeah. Ah, shit. You took so long trying to find that. I forgot what I was about to say. Yeah. What was I gonna say?
You're talking about
Yeah, like
the,
because doing sketches and like I know it's there somewhere. Goddamn. And I even took oh shit, your video went out for a minute.
one sec.
All right.
All right.
But yeah, like, and I said like I made a TikTok and like I hate it for what it is, but like I feel like this could like be the way, like this could be the way to make it out. Like
Mhm.
just clips, whatever, sound bites from the podcast, and like one of those hits, like and like and it could the ball could start rolling. So that's like my mentality doing it.
Yeah, I think so
What?
too, man. I think that way, or even just like traveling too, like just we're close to like a pretty good scene, like the Austin scene. There's so many people out there, so many mics, so many people you can connect with. Yeah, I think like covering all your bases, like having like a good social media presence, like you said, like having sketches, even like funny stand-up clips of yourself, uh, and then just fucking just getting around, I think that way you never know who you'll meet. You never know if you'll do good in front of them, and they might be like, hey man, follow you on this, that, whatever, and then you're connected in that way, and they might ask you to go on the road with them or fucking do a show with them or whatever it is. Not that
Yeah.
I know. I mean, I haven't gotten to that point, but that I'm in my head. I mean, that's what I'm assuming.
Yeah, my issue is like I said this like plenty of times. My issue is I think I want to become famous. But when I say that, like I don't want that celebrity status because I hate it. Like I hate watching reality TV and all these people like did nothing to earn that. Like I always
Mm.
said, like if they ever gave me a deal for a reality show, I'm gonna need the money up front because I'm not sure if I'm gonna make it with y'all motherfuckers. Like so pretty much like soon there'll like be a like if they ever offer me a deal for like one of them shits, you'll see me on TMZ like ZA Garcia's reality show project closed 6 days into production after he drop kicked the producer and bitch slapped the director.
Yeah.
I hate it. Like I swear to God, you better not whisper shit in my ear. Hey, like, hey, when you talk to your sister, can you like bring up that she's a whore or something? Like, no, fuck you. I'm not doing that shit. I'm not like that. I feel like that's selling out, but that's why I want that like I listen to a lot of Dave Chappelle and like what he speaks about like is that and he talks about like I think it was in his special from like before he disappeared for what it's worth I think it's called and like he talks about being a celebrity and like he goes into Michael Jackson and like that's where he fucking famously said, "Where is Ja? Like, who gives a fuck what Ja Rule thinks at a time like this? I'm fucking scared to death." But 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 yeah, that's the like that's the way I think about it. Like you see, like all these people like taking time off, like it's in the news. Like Calvin Ridley from the Atlanta Falcons, football player, he's taking some games off to work on his mental health, and everyone's looking at him, oh, like well, whatever the fuck. But like you remember back when Martin Lawrence had like a mental breakdown and like went running down the street in his underwear saying screaming, "They're trying to kill me." It's like what like maybe that's the shit like we're trying to avoid nowadays is what I'm thinking because it's hard, man. Like when the eyes of the public are on you And
Oh
like
yeah.
I think that's like the only thing that scares me, like doing stand-up. Like I'm not saying I don't want to sound arrogant saying I'm gonna be big, but like if like the goal is to become big, it's like that's like the stuff that scares me.
Yeah, like kind of like losing control. Um, yeah. Especially like, somebody like Martin Lawrence, who's kind of like he's like on top of the world at one point. Like he was one of the funniest guys, just fucking selling out arenas and shit, like just doing good. Movies and Martin. I remember I used to watch Martin all the fucking time. Like I love Martin Lawrence, but yeah, the idea of that, like kind of being on top of the world and then just losing it one day, like just or even just like hurting yourself or hurting the people around you, like that. To me, that's scary, and not physically, but just you know, just fucking spiraling out of control, and then oh man, then the eyes, yeah, like you said, man, then your reputation kind of goes down the drain, and you kind of lose it all, man. That's terrifying. That shit scares me. Then that scares a
Bro,
lot of
like
people.
yeah, bro, you know who's not around, who used to be around all the time? Fucking Paul Rodriguez.
Oh yeah, I remember I used to watch him when they had stand up on Comedy Central. I don't know if they still do that anymore, but yeah, I remember watching him back in the day. I don't watch too much of his stuff, but yeah, what happened to that guy though?
Like I'm seriously thinking the same thing. I was like, this guy was I thought this guy was like on top of the world. He was on HBO and whatnot. Like, dude was doing movies left and right. And then all of a sudden, I try to look for him on social media. On Instagram, he has like 5,000 followers or some shit. I was like, what? Like, it's crazy how like someone like how someone's career could go like downhill from that shit.
Mm.
Like, it's like what happens? Like, I think like the last time I seen him in public, like he has a special out that came out a couple years ago, but like I think the last time we seen him was like he was on on the fucking Dog Whisperer. With his fucking bro. How you go from HBO talking shit to the Dog Whisperer? You know you fucked up when you.
Oh, you're down, dude. Yeah, you're down if you're fucking having Caesar Milan tell you your dog's acting like a bitch. That's that's tough, man. Yeah, that is a scary thing, or even like remaining stagnant. That I'm pretty sure there's like a lot of guys that we've seen like growing up, um, that just kind of lost it. Like they just don't. Maybe they didn't keep up with the times in some sort of way, or like just stopped working, or I don't know. But I don't know, man. I don't know.
You know what I
I'm not,
heard? Like you remember Sam? Like not remember, but I heard what Sam Kinison. What happened to Sam Kinison is that like he worked his whole life on 1 hour. Like that hour, then he released that hour into a special. Then after that, like he was like having trouble because like I only had that 1 hour, and like it took me my whole life to write that. And
yeah.
like now, like now that that's been out on HBO and whatever, everyone that's seen it, I need a new hour, but I don't have my I don't have my whole career to write it. And like and that's another thing that scares me, bro. Like what if one day I go dry? What if one day I have a writer's block that I can't come back from? Like you ever have writer's block like that?
Uh, yeah. I mean, I think I'm still like relatively like new and stuff, and I definitely have dealt with that. Um, I don't know. That's why I try to like do something when I'm feeling that way. I just try to do something else. It's like I think I forgot where I heard this, but it was like an advice. It was some advice that Paul Mooney gave to another comedian. He's like, if you're not feeling inspired, he's like, just like go watch a movie, like go out for a walk, um, go do something else other than trying to perform all the time. Uh, that way, like, because inspiration is never going to come to you. Like, you always got to look for that stuff. Um, and I think like being a comedian, especially like an open micer, if you're just always hanging out at bars, um, at comedy clubs or whatever it is, I think like eventually that's kind of like what your brain becomes, like just kind of this routine, like, you're not really thinking outside the box anymore because you're not spending time alone, or Maybe you're not doing something else that interests you, and yeah, I think you're not allowing your brain to kind of fucking think about different things. But yeah, no, that definitely happens to me though, and whenever that does happen, I just try to, I don't know, man, go to a museum, fucking go watch a movie, hang out with my dog. I don't know, something, talk to friends. Um,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah. I feel
Well,
like
it's
on a
tough.
big scale though, on a bigger scale, like I wonder how big comics deal with writer's block. I wonder if it's in a similar way or if it's any different.
Yeah, what I do to avoid that is like I don't sit down and write because that's not how it comes to me. Like what I like to do is like walk, like just go out about my day, like whether I'm at work or at the or anywhere with my family. Uh, I like to like that's where the funny thoughts come up, and that's where the funny thoughts come up, and like when they come up, like I like to write them down. And what I then like to do is I think Patrice O'Neill did something like this is like you bring it up in conversation like it's normal like it's normal conversation. And yeah, people will look at you like you're fucked up, like what the fuck is wrong with you? Nobody's talking about fucking dogs right now. But like
Yeah,
but like that's how you work it. So you know how it interacts with people. Like a lot of
yeah,
people have that issue. Like if you're just sitting at a desk by yourself, like you're just spitballing ideas, but to yourself, like this is nothing but stuff going on in your own head. You go out, you try it on people, like on people, because that's
yeah,
who your audience is going to be. Not people, not those people that you're talking to in particular, but people that people are going to come to see you. So that's who it needs to work on.
yeah. I think running bits by people who aren't comics is also helpful too. I think like running it by comics can be helpful in like a lot of ways because you'll get some tags or um, you know comics watch comedy all the time, so they know what's funny and what's not. Um, but also audience members don't. Uh, Audience members, yeah, it could just be like your friends, your family, like people who don't do comedy or don't try to entertain people. And if they find something funny, then that kind of lets you know that a random set of audience members will probably find that funny too.
Now, what I hear from what I hear about around the street is that like you're one of the best roasters in the Houston scene, and like and I've seen it. I've fucking seen it in person too. Now, well, what I like to do you feel like when when you're talking with your friends or like when you're hanging out around other comics and that's where like all the stuff comes to, like does roasting come naturally to you? Is that something like you've always been able to do?
Nah, man, not at all. I think, uh, like I said, like I've always been like kind of like timid and like shy and shit. Um, I never really knew how to like use my words to, I guess, I don't know, defend myself. And whenever you're getting roasted, it's not anything like bad that people aren't trying to hurt you. Like you're just having fun. You're just trying to get some laughs or whatever. If anything, when people roast you, it's because they like you. Um, but no, man, I don't even know where the fuck that came from. Honestly, I have no idea. I don't know if it's maybe from like being small or some shit. I don't know. And I just feel like people like try to fuck with me, and I'm just like, all right, bitch, I'm gonna fucking cut you with this knife now. Um, but yeah, man, no, definitely. Yeah, just having people around me too, like Nate Ortiz kind of gets it out of me sometimes. I don't know. He's on your last episode. Super, I fucking love that guy, man. Um, but yeah, when I first met Nate, he was the one roasting me. Like, I was like, man, I don't. We were like in a group chat or even in person. He'd like be making fun of me, calling me short, saying I fucking, you know, drive little baby trucks or I don't know. I remember, dude, one time he was fucking getting my ass bad. He like, I guess he screenshotted all these pictures of like these like little miniature toy houses, and then he's like, crib, bro, like Danny's bathroom. And I had nothing for it. This was like a while back too. And then he definitely he did that shit this morning with I don't even know what some fucking I don't know. some fucking stupid video. But yeah, I don't know. To me, that's funny. Like I'll watch like roasters, kind of like David Lucas. I don't know if you ever seen David Lucas. He's like a regular on Kill Tony, but like him and Tony Hinchcliffe have like every time David Lucas is on his show, they just roast each other. And like to me, that shit's fucking hilarious. Like just making fun of other people's appearance or how they talk, whatever, man. Like that shit is, I don't know. To me, that's just kind of being in the moment too, you know, because you're not thinking about a roast like before you see someone, or maybe sometimes you do, but yeah, I don't know where it came from, honestly. Maybe just people making me mad or something. I don't know.
Yeah, what I noticed is like when I started doing stand-up, like one thing that comes like rather not it doesn't come easy, but it comes easier than most things is that is crowd work. And like what I realize is I'm just taking out my anger on the audience. Which is like I fucking hate you, motherfucker. Like y'all staring at me like I'm supposed to do good. But yeah, like what I think it comes from because I was also shy and quiet and whatever. Then I realized I took so much shit. Like one of the things I like to do is I like to daydream and like have of memories in the past and like how I would have like if I had my brain now back then, like what do you want? This bitch. All right, get out. Sorry, that's my sister. We're not gonna edit that out. I don't know what to tell you.
Just keep it natural, dog.
Yeah, I'm living at home. Who gives a fuck? But where was I? Yeah, I was also quiet, bro, and shy. What I realized is I like to daydream and like think about like interactions I had in the past. And like I remember one time during middle school, and this is how far back I'm going. Here's the fucking serial killer mind I have that goes back. It's like it's 7th grade, it's study hall. These two girls who I thought were cute were sitting on like the table next to me. Now these bitches don't fucking talk to me at all. They never fucking talk. I'm invisible to them like 99% of the fucking time. Like cruel shoe, like now that I think about it, like they never like they fucking never looked at me, never acknowledged me, never knew I existed. Like until this one day, we're in study hall and they have like this thing for their art class and they go, Zuriel, we were wondering, since you're such a good drawer, can you do this for us? And me like a fucking like a fucking pussy back in 7th grade, which I was, like I did it. And I was like, I'm thinking like, what would have I done if I had my brain back like right now, back then? I was like, fucks no, the fuck is wrong with you? No, not gonna fucking talk to me all semester long. Now you're gonna want me to do your home for you? Fuck off. I was like, and this shit like that was like, I like ever since I started doing stand up. Hey, you good, bro? Can you hear me?
Oh, my bad. My phone fucked up. Hold on. My phone fell and I just noticed I'm on 1%. Hold on. Goddamn.
Shit. We're fucked.
Hold on.
Come on, man. Plug it in.
We
can't end the podcast like this, man.
No, I got it. Damn, I gotta turn my phone to the side though. Wait, maybe not. Yeah, my bad. I just fucked up this episode.
Yeah, you probably did. Shit. All right, you plugged in? We're good?
Yeah.
All right, wait. You just turned vertical. I mean horizontal. Oh shit.
Oh, okay, it worked. All right, hell yeah.
Man, we gotta do this episode again, man. I don't know what to tell you. This is gonna be a clip going on TikTok. Us figuring shit out.
All right,
this is the hey, if you're watching this is the end of the episode, by the way. We're still trying to figure this shit out. But yeah, what I noticed like doing stand-up is like I became more mean and like more honest and brutally honest. Like this is yesterday at Jive. Nate's supposed to host the thing and we're all trying to text him like he wasn't showing up. Like where the fuck is Nate? And then like here's the interaction. Like dude, like he like after trying to text him and reach him, Grant was trying to text him and call him, and it was like I fell asleep into the mic. I didn't make it out. And like I just replied to him, damn, bro, we've been looking for you. And then without missing a beat, I double texted him immediately and said, if you were dead, which I thought for a minute, I wouldn't have done anything and been okay with it.
Man, you know what? You know what's the crazy thing? I actually, yeah. To your point though, I definitely feel more honest and kind of not afraid to say what's on my mind. Especially like hanging around with other comics too, because like they're not gonna really take things personal unless you're saying like mean shit, like I don't know, something about their family or fucking their comedy. Like I feel like if you talk about somebody's comedy in a negative way, it's maybe crossing the line a little bit, but yeah,
bro. I noticed that you could talk about me, like talk about how I looked or whatever. But the minute you bring up, you even talk about my family sometimes. I don't give a fuck. Like when I'm getting roasted, you bring up my comedy. That shit hurt me because that's the shit I'm working on right now.
Yeah, no, that's your fucking heart and soul right there, man. That shit hurts. That shit cuts deep. But yeah, so the thing about Nate last night, man, dude, yeah, I heard about, people were like, hey, where's Nate at? Where's Nate? And for a second, because Nate's not the type of guy that just wouldn't show up to host something. I know he enjoys hosting and he's good at it. For a second, I thought, like, what if something happened to Nate? And the last thing, like, I honestly, I felt like, I was like, man, it kind of bummed me out. Well, not kind of, it bummed me out because I love him. That's my friend, and I was just thinking, the last thing me and him said to each other were just mean things, like what we were texting each other. Like, and I was like, oh man,
You should put that up at the funeral. Put it on just put it in the slideshow at the funeral, like calling each other like whatever the fuck.
Oh man, yeah, I don't know, but that did make me realize, man, like how I don't know, just I feel like the people you have around you, especially like the class that we're in right now, like it's man, that shit, it's like, it's just a blessing though, like to have that, because like everyone's in a similar age range. I think we all definitely all from different backgrounds, and like we all understand each other and like bounce off of each other, and we're all like happy to see each other all the time. It's always like fucking just a good time, good energy, and I don't know, man. I'm just fucking just thankful for these fucking guys that are around right now. That I get to be a part of the class that we're at open mics damn near every night.
Yeah. What I wanted to ask, like about the scene, like like I'm trying to figure this out. Like, am I the baby here? Because like, who is the youngest guy on the scene?
You're like 20.
I'm 20. Yeah, it's not me, right? It's not a 19-year-old anywhere.
I think it's you, bro. Yeah. I think it's you,
baby brother. Then shit.
Yeah. Yeah, you're like the little cousin that we all made smoke weed.
The fucking, he grows up all tough and shit because his older brothers kick the shit out of him. He grows up all tatted up and has like tattooed tears and shit. Because never loved him.
I wanted to be like that so bad, bro, so bad. And I'm glad that was not the outcome.
Hey, bro, you know what? Like I got when I was getting roasted, like after Vatos Locos, like last time I went, I think it was like shit. They told me something that like I never picked up on, and like I think they called me. They were trying to figure it out, but like at the end they told me, you know what you sound like? You sound like a Mexican Christopher Walken, and like that shit.
Who the fuck told you that? That is. Hey, dog, that is fucking spot on. Who the fuck told you that?
I don't know who told me that, man. It was Nate, or who was the other guy who showed up? Man, I forgot. It was either Nate, not Marlo. It wasn't Marlo. It was either Nate or who was the guy who showed up late? I think it was after you left. That's when they called me that shit.
Bro, that's funny as fuck. That is whoever. Yeah, man. I don't know. They must have watched your podcast and were like, this guy sounds like Christopher Walken.
I never noticed. I never noticed I sound like Christopher Walken. Now that I watch his videos,
Now I'm gonna be. Oh my god, bro! I'm gonna be laughing this whole time. Now. You should never told me that.
Bro, if I brought this up at the beginning of the shit, we would have not gone through it.
Oh,
We would have
man.
made it through 10 minutes.
Fuck, dude! I need you to
Uh,
narrate something.
This is your father's watch, and like, oh man, I can't unhear the shit either no more, man. I watched the video, man, like just other people impersonating him. Hey man, I need more cowbell.
Fuck, bro. That is man.
Guys, I'm gonna need more cowbell.
That's hilarious, bro. I feel like you could definitely like work that into a bit too. I think. I don't know. If
I would, but like the issue is like I tried doing impressions. Like the thing about impressions, you think you're good at them while you're whispering them to yourself, but then you go on and say, "Oh shit, and it's like fuck."
Yeah.
I did that.
Yeah.
I did impressions my first time on stage. I tried to do the guy who sang for AC/DC, and like that shit fucking backfired because I do not have that voice at all. I was like singing. I was singing in the car on the way there. I was like, I thought I got it. Like nope.
Damn. Bro.
And that's like what I like when I see one of these poetry or theater students people doing. They go up thinking they're thinking they're gonna do good, and then like out of like this is a feeling only comics know or people who've done stand-up know. The first they tell you, okay, 5 minutes. You go up. The first joke takes 30 seconds. You find out that shit ain't funny. And like you have other shit no one's ever heard of. Now you got 4 minutes and 30 seconds left to find out whether the shit the like just bomb and shit. Like the minute like you tell that first joke, you know you're in some shit.
Yeah, dude. It's yeah, you know, I had a friend tell me once, he's like, you ever think like anything else that you want to get good at, you usually have like an hour or more than an hour to practice at it. Like, you know, football practice is probably like an hour and a half, probably more. Maybe you're doing two a day or some shit, you know? Yeah. And then, you know, that way, you know, you got like 3 to 4 hours of practice a day. That's a lot of time to try to get good at something. With stand-up comedy, you have 5 minutes. You have 5 minutes to try to get good at something. And if like you're really fucking hustling, you know, you're hitting up 3 mics a night, and you're making like a 30-minute drive in between, you know, which is that, you know, that's tough. That's tough to do. And even then, you're only getting 15 minutes of stage time, which is a long time as far as stand-up, but it is hard to try to get good at something like stand-up. It takes a long time just because of the time restriction.
It has to be the only art form that where the entry level is the most difficult, I think.
Mm-hmm.
Like it has to be because where the entry level is going to open mics, you're not doing like, and I hate fucking. I heard one guy at an audience who was an audience member. I forgot who the comic was, but like the audience member was like heckling or some shit. Then like it was like what like the comic guy's like, what, you do stand up? Like I do. And then the audience member was like, I think it's some Indian dude. It's like I have to take a stand up comedy course. I was like, what the fuck is a stand up comedy course? And the comic he's asking is, how long you been doing it? Like how long you been taking the course? Like 3 months. Like, and how's it going? I have 1 minute of material now. Like, what the fuck is wrong with you, dude? 1 minute of material. What? You might as well go get your money back, bro.
I wonder if his 1 minute was like solid though. Like, what if he had like a really good 1 minute? But then again, if you're not trying it, if you're not at open mics, and you know,
what's he gonna do? Repeat that minute 5 times? It's like, no.
Nah, you can't do that. You can't do that. But man, I remember like before doing stand-up comedy, I thought there was stand-up comedy classes in Houston. Like I had no idea how it worked. And like, cause I wasn't active on Instagram or like, you know, anywhere where you would find these mics. So I had no idea how it worked. Um, and I thought there was like a stand-up comedy class. Closest thing to it, they used to have these workshops at the Houston Improv before the mic, and the guy that ran it was he. One of the first things he would tell you is like, hey, like if you're here to try to be funny, then like this isn't for like this class isn't for you. Like either you got it or you don't. He was just like teaching us like how to navigate through I guess being a stand-up comedian. Like don't be fucking weird and asking other people to book you on shows. Like wait till it's your turn. Um, dress the part. Like don't fucking dress like shit. Don't um uh whatever. And that works for some people. Some people could wear shorts or whatever, sweats, and they're fine. But anyway, yeah, I think that was like the closest thing I got to like a stand-up comedy class. But still, that wasn't a class though. He would just, or he would even let you run bits by him, and they would tell you like where it was good, where it was bad. But yeah, stuff like that's helpful. I don't know how much help an online comedy class would be though. I don't think
What
that
the
would be.
fuck, bro? Where, bro? If you take an online comedy class, you wasted your money, bro. You deserve to get kicked in the chest or there's something, bro. Bro, because like, okay, so like all my life I've been watching stand up since I was probably like 9, 10 years old. I don't know how long. I've always wanted to do it, and I also had that fear, like, what the hell? How do I get started? Like, what do I do? And it's like you ever heard that Louis C.K. Bit? Like, I think hell is just an empty hallway, and nobody tells you where to go.
Yeah.
And I was like, because that nothing more fucking anxiety, like you suck a demon's dick, and then another demon comes. You didn't have to suck that guy's dick. That's not part of your damnation. But like, I think that's kind of what comedy is like.
Yeah.
Like when I was looking for open mic, I went to Rudd's, and I thought like you sign up in person. Then like I was like, where's the like I don't know what to do here. I was scared. I was sitting alone, and then I went up to the host and I was like, hey, how do we sign up? And then apparently it turns out you have to sign up 4 days in advance 4 days in advance through email. And I was like, oh fuck. And like I was like, and that's scary because like then like when you start doing stand, it was like I was like, I need to like talk to people who are experienced. Like I need to like because I have no idea what I'm doing. Like the jokes
Yeah.
aren't hitting. I don't even think I'm writing. This does not feel good at all. Like Cat Williams doesn't sound like this. It was like whatever the fuck. But
Yeah.
so that's when I took a hiatus. Like after like my first month of stand up, like I took like a couple months, and that's when I was having like like people on the podcast from LA, like established comics who've had specials, did movies and shit. I was like, oh man, like, and that really helped because when I come back, I like felt having a better grasp. I wasn't good yet, but I knew what the fuck I was doing at least. So that like there's that, and like yeah, after a while that's scary. Like what I think needs to happen is like when there was like there's more whenever there's like a guy who wants to start doing stand up, like what we should do is like it would take him to an open mic because otherwise he's gonna be scared shitless. He's not gonna know what to do. And like maybe we get help like the process, like the painful process of getting to know people, of getting to know people and whatever the fuck. Because bro, I wish I had like one guy just tell me, hey man, like I'm coming to this open mic. You come with me. We put our names on the list. Get to writing. Get some jokes. Get a set list. Whatever. And like we'll be straight. And maybe that will be like the fucking foundation I would have needed to like I would have been like probably as good as I'm gonna be like 6 months from now. I'll probably be that good right now if I had that. To be honest with you.
Mhm. Yeah, I think that would definitely be helpful. But I also think like part of getting good at stand-up comedy, I feel like stand-up comedy weeds out a lot of people who uh, just aren't willing to withstand that pain because it's so painful starting out because you don't know anybody, you're sitting by yourself, your jokes aren't good, you don't even know what mics to go to, you get bumped all the way down a list, you're at a mic for fucking 2 to 3 hours trying to get on for 5 minutes, and then sometimes you go on super late and they don't even let you do 5 minutes. Sometimes they'll fucking light you at 3 or and
I knew that
I
time
think
fell short. Fuck. I knew that shit fell short.
Yeah, yeah, and I think that's kind of like the beautiful thing about seeing, or even coming up with a certain group of guys, because like you realize, or all these guys dealt with a very similar thing at the same time you were dealing with it, and now you're coming up with the same group of guys, which I think like allows you to have like a certain amount of like camaraderie within this group of people, like which is why like you have like an admiration for them, or why you respect them, because it's like, man, like, yeah, these motherfuckers were in hell with me, and some people are still in it. I feel like sometimes I'm still in hell. I was at a fucking mic yesterday. I got bumped I don't know how many times, and after the last comic, or the comic before me went up, and the entire room left, and I was just like, oh god, bro. I mean, maybe there was like 4 people, but still, like, compared to 15, well, there's 4 people, but that's just the name of the game, though. Some people have some people put more time into it. Some people are really good at it, so they deserve to get bumped up or whatever. But sometimes it hurts. It definitely it's fucking painful sometimes.
Yeah. We should go to up to Brian sometime. Go to that open mic up in
Texas?
yeah, Brian, Texas, up in like
Oh, okay.
go to third. You ever been there? The third floor?
Nah, I never been there.
Yeah, it's like College Station, Texas A&M. So a
Hmm.
lot of college students. Let's go next month after the students come back. You want to go when the students come back? Nothing but white girls when scream drunk and screaming vaginas to entertain.
Yeah,
So I don't like
yeah.
how.
I'm down to go. I'm down to go. Yeah, because I've never been to Bryan, and I heard that room's pretty good too. So I'm down to try it out. I mean, I think just, yeah, even just getting out of town and like doing mics. Uh,
Yeah, just one
like
hour. It's just 1 hour from here.
yeah, yeah, and it feels good. Like, it feels like refreshing. I think, especially like if you go with a group of people, it's like it's super fun, man. Like, yeah, yeah. Like, I'm glad I've gone out on trips with Nate, Michael, Victor, all these guys.
Wow. And
Marlo.
if you need a designated driver, I'm your guy because y'all know I'm the like the only guy. Not only am I not allowed to drink, I refuse to. Like, I'll be good to go.
Oh yeah,
You
no,
there?
hold on, my bad. I got a phone call. Okay, it was a scam
Uh,
likely call. Um, yeah, yeah, yeah. No, yeah, I didn't. Yeah, you said you refused to drink. Is
yeah,
that what you
yeah.
said? Well, that's good. That's good. What makes you? You just don't. You just don't like drinking, or what is it?
No, I just know, bro. I have an addictive personality. It's just if it feels good, I'm gonna do it again, bro. There's no doubt about it. And like,
Yeah.
so I don't even want to even open that Pandora's box.
Yeah.
Next thing you know, I'm gonna be half naked, dancing on top of a car after the open mic because I bombed and shit. It's like,
Always gonna
but
be getting a
yeah.
fight with the bartender.
Plus, y'all, if y'all want to get fucked up and I'm there, no, y'all know I'm a be able to got you. I want to be that. I want to be dependable. It's convenient for everyone.
Yeah. Yeah. No, man. I think that's yeah, that's good. I think I think like I didn't really start drinking until I started doing comedy. Like, I mean, of course, like before that, like in high school or whatever, just fucking, I don't know, just going to parties and shit. But um, after that, I didn't really drink, bro. Like, I remember when I started doing comedy, I was just like, man, I don't know, vodka and soda sounds disgusting. And then now, fucking, I don't know. I'm just like, I enjoy it. I enjoy it. I don't know what it is. I don't do it because I'm nervous. I mean, I get really nervous either way, but I don't know. I think it just like kind of allows me to, I don't know, feel more loose and kind of like not be scripted, I guess. Not sound robotic. But also I don't need it. I mean, I shouldn't have a crutch either. Where it's like Popeye spinach or something. Like, I don't need that. I
Yeah,
don't need it. But it's fun.
I think about your say. It would not sound good if you were slurring, like so. It would not sound good if you were like just slurring your words. But I mean, like a little buzz to get you like amped up a little bit. So
Yeah.
would be good.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, man. Yeah, yeah, I don't know. It's a slippery slope, though. It's a slippery slope.
Yeah, but uh, I have this and I don't think I'm gonna do this joke a lot from now on, but so I think I'm gonna tell it. Addictive personality. Like I said, like if it feels good, I'm gonna do it again. I'm like I've seen cocaine before, and doing cocaine is like fat girls. You might not like the way it smells, but still, you're gonna shove your face in there. uh, you're gonna
Dude,
be at Go ahead.
oh, no, I was gonna say, damn, something about fat girls. What was it? Oh yeah, yeah. I have like a couple fat girl jokes, man, and sometimes they hit. Sometimes it's actually like some, the heavy hitters in the fucking room, and it's just silence. I'm just all right. I just hear the
You know where they
breathing.
would work? You know where they would work? That fucking yoga studio where Nate does a show at.
Oh man, yeah, 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 yeah. I think he has a show
uh,
there coming up pretty soon.
yeah,
Yeah, that's cool.
and
That's cool.
I could tell those jokes, man, because I am a chubby chaser. I don't give a fuck. They tell me like if I got into if I got into better shape, would I still fuck with fat girls? Yeah, I could pick them up now.
Yeah.
Fucking power clean. My goal is 180, 185. But repping.
Oh,
Yeah.
dude, you got it.
Like
You got it.
I'm serious, man. My cutoff is they asked me, would you date a girl who was 6'8"? I was like, yeah, yeah. But like my cutoff would
6'8"?
be 6'8".
Okay, yeah.
Yeah. But I'd say my cutoff would be 6'3", 230.
So you're just not dating any linebackers.
Yeah. That's fucking Julio Jones. Julio Jones. That's because like I think at my height, which is 5'10", like I don't give a fuck if she's bigger than me, bro. Because my height 5'10", I wouldn't mind 180, 5'10", 180. Because I'm 5'10", 170. So that's 10 pounds. That's like if we were boxing, like if we were boxing, she wouldn't win by just leaning on me. That's basically what it
Oh
is.
yeah, yeah, man.
But yeah, but it's a height. The height's important because if she's like 5'1", 180, like damn, that bitch is built like a boxing glove. Like
Oh, that's a tank, dude. That's a fucking tank right there, man.
a fucking
You just fucking
cannonball juggernaut.
yeah, yeah.
uh, we just pissed off a lot of people, man.
Ah, yeah, I'm pretty
Don't
sure
worry,
we did.
don't worry. Nobody's gonna watch this to the end, anyways. But you're gonna be at Darwin's tonight.
uh, I think so. Yeah, yeah, most likely. Yeah.
It's Wednesday.
Yeah, yeah, there. Yeah, yeah. I think yeah, I'll be there. I'll be there. Probably a little bit later, but yeah.
Yeah.
Where you going?
All right. Yeah, I'm gonna head there tonight. I'm gonna head there tonight. See what else I could do get through the day. But
Ooh.
but yeah. Darn, like we talked about last episode with Nate. It's a tough room. So you kill there, you probably got some in you, but yeah, it's
Mhm.
like it's a tough room. It's great to go practice. That's basically what it is.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I mean, it's good with like dealing with a lot of stuff like distractions because you open up that door, bro. There's a whole bunch of noise outside, people walking in. But sometimes it's good though. Sometimes Darwin's is actually like not a bad place to be. Like just they'll have like fucking just a random crowd in there sometimes. Sometimes it does just get a little noisy in there. Yeah, it's a little tough to
Yeah.
do good,
Yeah, you
especially if
got
it's
to
all
go in
comedy.
there. Yeah, you got to go in there sharp, sharp.
Yeah.
And like,
Yeah, yeah.
and that's another thing. Like when there's a bunch of comics, when there's nothing but comics, like that's when I like to do my best because like nothing better than like you because this like and I know this personally, like you're trying to get your set, you're trying to get into character, you're trying to get into in that feeling. So when you go
Mhm.
up on stage, so you're not really paying attention. And sometimes I feel bad about it, but like then again, like I know they will do the same. And it's not the comics
Yeah.
until like maybe if you're lucky, the comics who get out who already gone and stay around to see the to see the rest of the show. But like that's That's what I want to do. I want to be sharp, and that's my goal. That's like when there's like a bunch of comics that are trying to get their shit together. Like if I make them laugh, then they're like, I know that's a solid set.
Yeah. Yeah, nah, yeah, and it feels good. It's kind of like, I guess, like confirmation. Like, oh, okay, I guess my jokes can work in front of maybe an unsuspecting crowd too.
Mortals. They could work around mortals.
Yeah.
Bro, like I said, like comics, we're different people, bro. Like if you start out like the first month, 2 months, 3 months, or if you're having a hard time 6 months, that's like gonna weed you out if you're not built for it, like you said.
Oh yeah, yeah, man. Yeah, we were saying earlier, man. It's hard. It's fucking hard, and I don't think it ever get. I don't know, man. Even if you're like a seasoned comedian, I don't think it necessarily gets easy. I think you just get used to it. Yeah, that's it.
Yeah. So, anything you need to like? Where are you gonna be at like for the next couple of weeks, man?
Yeah, I got a show next week on the 14th. Secret Group Tuesday Gigante, run by Jesse Saldana. That dude's fucking hilarious, man. Fucking that guy's funny as hell. But every time I see him, man, I'm like just fucking teared up. Then the week after that, oh man, I wish I was more informed on it. But yeah, I got a show. It's like hosted by like Patrick Eady, called like Knockout Comedy Showcase. I think it's actually gonna be at an MMA gym, which like that should be fucking sweet. I think it's called like the Richmond Training Center. Yeah, it's just
Dude,
gonna
we're
be
doing
cool.
shows everywhere. MMA gym
Oh yeah, bro.
in the fucking
I think he's done
octagon.
it. Bro, yeah. I don't even know what the setup gonna look like, but that should be fucking sweet. Damn. And for now, I think that's it for the rest of the month. Honestly.
Yeah. Yeah, and to the people at home, man, you gotta check out this guy in person, man. Like I said, you're a beast, bro, and I like watching you every time. So that's why I'm glad I had you on here. And to the people,
Thanks, bro.
to the people listening to this, bro, like if you're not haven't gone to an open mic or a show, like you gotta check this dude out, man. I respect him. I like this guy, and he's gonna I know you're gonna be big, bro. I'm being completely
Thanks,
honest
man.
with you. Yeah.
Thank you, man. Thanks for having me on, bro. It was
Sure.
cool. It was cool just talking for a while and getting to know you a little bit better, man. But yeah, thanks for having me on, bro.
So closing this out in my narrator voice, I'm gonna need more cowbell. All right.